That's for sure. Yo, 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 what's going down? What's going down? Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, that y'all come in. Y'all see the topic we about to talk about. We about to get into it. Appreciate the like, appreciate the like. Listen, y'all, we talking about what's going on. What's going on with my people? It's been a minute. What's up? Y'all like the haircut? Y'all like the vibes? You know what I mean? What's going on? How y'all feeling? Everybody good? Hope y'all feeling good. Know y'all looking good. You know what I mean? Some of y'all might be getting the eye boogers still out your eyes. You know what I mean? Listen, man. Y'all see the title. It's a lot of things that's been, just been on my mind that, and I had to entitle the topic like this because this is exactly what happens when you become bigger than the program. That's a fact. A lot of this stuff that's happening to a lot of these gentlemen out here is what happens when somebody else won't show position, right? So I'm gonna just jump into it. Recent times, I'm gonna play this audio that TMZ, shout out to TMZ Sports. They got this audio and basically about the Shannon Sharp situation. I ain't really looking into it, but I do want to hear the audio because they put this out there and they said that, this is nothing new to Shannon Sharp. Like this, Shannon Sharp is, this is what he does. This is the narrative that they're painting. Okay, I'm just saying this is a narrative that they're painting on Shannon Sharp. So I'm gonna play the audio.
What's going on? Woodman, Edward, Lewis, fellas, we're gonna start with the biggest story in the sport. Raped her. Now, this is a story that we covered yesterday on the website. We did not talk about it on the TMZ Sports Show.
Nasty work.
Between yesterday's initial story and today, guys, as we sit here Tuesday afternoon and we film the show, a lot has happened. There have been a lot of developments, namely an audio tape that TMZ Sports broke this morning on our website that seems to show, and now this is coming from the accuser's attorney, who happens to be Tony Busby, the famed attorney from Houston. He has released an audio tape, a phone conversation, guys, that seems to show.
And they saying this dude right here keep going after the brothers. You know what I mean? That's highly successful too, by the way.
Shannon Sharp allegedly threatening to choke the woman who has accused him of rape. Without further ado, here is that phone conversation.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you sit that one more time, I'm gonna choke on you when I see you. Thank you.
Okay.
I want to be choked.
Yes, you do.
See how that voice dropped?
I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Wow. So there it is. Obviously.
All right, let's stop, man. I just want to say this, man. You're now tuning in. I just played that Shannon Sharp audio of saying he want to choke this girl or whatever, right? Now listen, man, I just want to say this, bro. And this is why I said that when you become, this is what happens when you become bigger than the program, because when you start to see any type of success, and this is documented, is when you start to see any type of success, all these random narratives begin to come out of the woodworks. Audio began to come out of nowhere. Videos began to come out of nowhere. And ultimately, it's funny. And it's funny because I repeat this all the time. At the end of the day, these people that we watch and look and some admire or whatever like that, bro, they just regular people. They're just regular people. They just got a little more than we have. Now I say this all the time because I feel like reason why I'm painting this right here. I started off painting this picture because, listen, let's be straightforward with this thing, right? Shannon Sharp came in the podcast industry dominating every other podcaster who's been in the podcast game. Now, to me, this is just to me, this seems like some type of malicious attack on this brother, because all this stuff coming out of nowhere, and this brother been a successful football player. He been a successful football player, and I'm sure he got successful other business things going on. Now that he jumped in this podcast game and highly successful, you know, he had the viral, controversial, whatever you want to call it, Cat Williams conversation, and then everybody else started to reach out to Cat Williams to have a conversation, trying to see the same numbers that Shannon Sharp seen. Bro, you can't tell me that this don't seem like some type of attack on this brother because of his success, because of the success that he's been having in the podcast game. Why all of a sudden, out of X, Y, and Z amount of years that Shannon Sharp been successful in the public eye, that now he's being accused of all this nasty work? That don't seem kind of strange to y'all? I mean, to me, personally, it seemed a little strange, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It seems like it will come off as a intentional attack, like somebody, they're attacking this brother because of the success that he's seeing. And you know what happens, why a lot of people like Shannon Sharp and others who have been so successful, all of a sudden they gain this huge notoriety in whatever field they just got in or been in, and it just exploded out of nowhere or whatever. It's not really out of nowhere because hard work comes behind this stuff, but it's a lot of hate. It's a lot of hate that's behind these things. You know what I mean? Once again, I just want to make something clear. If Shannon Sharp was this bad, mean, ugly person. And he been on. This is just one topic we getting into. I got something else. This topic gonna go with a couple scenarios that I seen. If Shannon Sharp is this mean and bad, ugly person that the picture that they're trying to, paint on this brother, if he's this person that they say he is, right? How come all this stuff is just now coming out? Somebody tell me that. How come another successful black man see a large amount of success and all of a sudden, all the nasty work that he have been doing, all of a sudden this stuff comes out of nowhere. And they say he been doing this. Why is it that it's coming out of nowhere? Somebody's attacking this brother. That's why. Somebody want what he have. Somebody want to be in a position that he's in, or they want control over some of that position that he's in. They want to have a piece of say so on why. See, I'm gonna give y'all the truth and nothing but the truth, and this is just me. You know what I mean? This is strictly my opinion. I just find it's just not. Listen, it just all boils down to this, man. If you start to tell people no too many times, that have power, people of power that's in that industry that you want to be in, guess what's going to happen? They're going to try their best. They're going to try their best to slow you down or stop what you have going on. That's a fact. That's a fact. So what it comes off to me is that somebody, let's say the theys out there, Shannon Sharp was telling those people no too many times and they didn't like it. See, when you gain too much power, especially as a black man, they want some of that. They want to take it away. And I ain't saying all people. I ain't saying all people. But we can't be naive to the fact that this happens in real time, in real life. Shannon Sharp told somebody no. And he been saying no for so many, I don't know how many people he said. I'm just saying this is what happens. Shannon Sharp told somebody no multiple times, and it could have been multiple occasions, multiple different peoples, multiple scenarios, but they heard no too many times from Shannon Sharp. And now they're attacking this brother because they can't have what he have. They want a piece of what he have. And he probably told them no. This is a fact. People don't like for you to tell them no. So the people of power will try to take away and create any kind of narrative and create anything around your name to take a piece of what you got going on, bro. Or take it away or could make you be influenced by certain scenarios, certain narratives that's being created onto your name for you to do what they want to do so they can keep you under them because they don't want you above them. That's a fact. This is why all this stuff happening to Shannon Sharp and others. That's a fact. This is why that stuff happens. It's a lot of nasty work, bro. A lot of nasty work out there. Tell me if I'm wrong, bro. They don't want this brother to now all of a sudden he this mean, ugly person out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. And I'm not saying that he didn't. Clearly, we heard the audio. If you heard the audio, you know what I'm talking about. He said what he said. But see, if you pay attention to people, I pay attention to people and their tones, their in person, they're emotional, everything tells somebody about their body movements and all that, bro. You could clearly tell that at first before he said she was trying to get him to say something and he ended up saying it. He ended up saying some crazy stuff and hear the tone in her voice all of a sudden drop. And like it was as if she wanted him to continue on, like if it was a playful thing, but they flipped the narrative because that's Shannon Sharp. That's Shannon Sharp. Now, what if he was saying that in a sexual manner? Like you want to get choked and all that, but they making this thing a big thing, bigger than, and then they saying that, and this is just my opinion, and now they saying that he done this and he done this before. He done this before. All this stuff coming out of nowhere. Oh, he choked somebody in a work environment all of a sudden. So my thing is this, bro. If this brother have done all this stuff, why he still in the position? Why when the first incident happened, when he first choked somebody, because they say this was a work environment, right? They said Shannon Sharp also choked, like he real life choked somebody in a work environment. So this is, they saying this behavior of his, of what, you know, off the audios is who he really is. So why is Shannon Sharp still in the position? Why is this nobody just now saying something? Why people just now want to do something? Because of James Doe got the audio. Sound like a play to me. That's a fact. Once again, if you say no too many times to somebody of power, they want to take away what you got going on. Because they can't have none. You saying they can't have none. They want something from you. And that's what this is. This is a attack on that brother. That's a fact. This is an attack. This is somebody attacking Shannon Sharp, might be multiple parties, because he said no too many times. Now, let's jump in hand in hand of what this topic is about, right? This is what happens when you become bigger than the program. Whack 100. Whack 100 and Loose Cannon is at it again. Kind of, sort of, right? Kind of, sort of. I say kind of, sort of. I say kind of, sort of, because it's not exactly Loose Cannon. It seemed like Loose Cannon wife made some comments towards Whack 100 that he didn't like. And Whack 100 did what Whack 100, you know, he do what he do. He snapped off, right? My thing is this, bro. Now, this it seems like a play to me, right? I'm not gonna lie. It seems like a play to me because it's like, I know Whack 100 and Loose Cannon will set this type of stuff up. They done it before and just, you know, get people to talk about it, all that. But if it's not a play, this is what happens when you allow people in your circle that shouldn't have been in your circle in the first place. Whack 100. This is what happens. This is what happens when you put ungrateful people in position in the first place, because now they feel like you owe them something. Now, this is what somebody felt, where somebody feel like you owe them something, right? And this is why I say that. That sister, whatever she is, I don't know. I think she black, man, whatever. She's a sister. That sister, I understand. Listen, man, I understand that the industry is fake, bro. I understand that it's a lot of people with a lot of fake relationships, right? I understand that. For a fact, I understand that, right? But you went as far as telling somebody that they are your child's godparent, and now you disrespecting them out of nowhere on a public platform. There is no real love out here, bro. That was not genuine. This is what happens when you allow people to come in your circle that don't even supposed to be in your circle. I'm gonna keep it 100, and I said this since day one. When I first seen Loose Cannon or heard about Loose Cannon was online dissing Whack 100, bro. Now I say it gotta be Whack 100 want to get close to Loose Cannon to allow Loose Cannon to get as close as he did to Whack. that Whack 100 want to get his get back in a different type of way. That's what it seemed like, because I still can't understand how somebody go on here, disrespect you, say they want to fade you and all this, because that's Loose Cannon was talking crazy to Whack 100. He was talking crazy to Whack 100 back in the day on YouTube. And now he got close. So I thought Whack 100 just wanted him to get close, because I heard him say, you know, he liked to keep his enemies closer to him. So I thought low-key he was trying to get, you know, because I just don't understand, especially being from the streets. Ain't no way somebody gonna diss you or talk crazy about you and you still allow them to get as close as them two brothers were. It's well, as they seem, right? Because it could have just been a business thing. But for that sister to make the comment that she made about Whack 100, like Whack 100 owe her something or owe them something or whatever, kind of like that. Yeah, that was disrespectful. I felt Whack 100 on that one. Like, and I don't feel him on a lot of stuff, but I felt him on that one. Well, I ain't gonna lie, he do be having some valid points. I ain't gonna say I ain't feel him on that one, because he do be, you know what I mean? But it's just the way he come off. But this is what happens, bro, when you allow the wrong people in your circle to get close to you. You know, I ain't gonna lie, like, the world would not know who Loose Cannon really was. I ain't saying Loose Cannon didn't have no emotion going on, but when Whack 100 put that brother in that position, you know, on No Jumper, and got to telling the fake lies about Big U and other people and all type of scenarios, you know, for content purposes, which is crazy work to me. I mean, nobody knew who Loose Cannon was before that. That's a fact. Now, I ain't saying he would never, because I like Loose Cannon in a sense too. But I'm not saying that brother never would have got up there, but I'm saying that Whack 100 played a big part in that. That's a fact, for sure. You know, and like I said, it's just nasty work when you allow the wrong type of people in your circle, bro. And that's exactly what Whack 100 did, bro. He allowed them. Now, I ain't gonna lie, me watching Whack 100 over the years, being on these platforms, it seemed like Whack 100, I feel like Whack 100 gets along with Adam 22 or tolerate Adam 22 is because they kind of on the same mission. Whack 100 want to put his brothers in position, and Adam 22 has been putting brothers in position. You get it? So it comes hand in hand. It just makes sense. And I can see why, you know, do I agree with the things they be doing now? But I can make sense out of it. That's what I'm saying. I can make sense out of it for a fact. You know, and this what happens, man. At the end of the day, y'all, I just wanna put this message out there, man. And it's sad to say, but this is the honest truth, right? People don't want to see you win. People are afraid that you might become something that they're not. This is the why I entitled the title that it is. People don't want to see you win, bro. A person that genuinely want to see you win, you don't have to speak on them. They gonna speak on you. You don't have to, it's nothing in exchange. It's not a, you say this, you do this. It's not a hand-in-hand thing necessarily. A person gonna speak highly on your name. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate that we live in this world where people don't want to see it. People don't want to see what's going down. People don't want to see you bigger than what you could be. Like they don't want to believe the fact that, they don't want to even imagine the fact or fathom the fact that you could be something way greater than them. Because it will hurt their soul in whatever type of way it will hurt them, right? Crazy work, nasty work. And that's why a lot of these brothers catch themselves in certain situations is because they became bigger than the program. That's because they became higher than the higher ups, and they want a piece of you, what you got going on. And if you tell them no too many times, they're gonna want to take it away. They'll do anything in their powers to do so. They'll create these narratives on you. They'll hurt you by saying that you owe them something when you've been a genuine person there in their corner, even when they was wrong. You still was behind them 110%. That hurts, bro. That hurts. You could tell, and like I said, as far as on Whack 100 and Loose Cannon, bro, I can tell that Whack 100 is a good person because he didn't get upset because of what she said, just the principle, the fact that you allowed that to come out your mouth. And I did nothing but help you and didn't want nothing from you. And helped your dude, helped y'all when I knew he was wrong. That's somebody who got your back for real. They don't publicly embarrass you. They have that conversation after the fact. And a lot of people don't like to see you win. So when you get people in your corner like that, I don't know if my stuff skipping, y'all. I apologize. I'm having some internet problems apparently. But when you get people in your corner, when you get genuine people in your corner, hold them close to you. You know what I mean? Hold them close to you because the world we living in now, it's not that many. It's not that many people. It's not that many genuine people out here, man. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. And it hurts when you allow an individual to get close to you and then they see you winning in life, that they start to, move out of character. They start to display some things that they never displayed before. It's hard to trust people. It's hard to trust people. Keep them close, man. Keep them close. And don't focus on those people. Don't focus on other people. You know what I mean? That because the naysayers gonna keep saying nay. They're gonna keep saying no. They're gonna keep their hand out. They're gonna keep trying to fight, do the opposite of what you trying to do or trying to tear down what you trying to do for whatever reason. They like that. You know what I mean? You will never change nobody like that. That's a fact. They was raised like that. Because that ugliness in their heart don't come from nowhere. It comes from somewhere. And it starts at home. It starts at home. We all can say we caught ourselves giving somebody the benefit of the doubt and be hurt at the end of the day. Because when you give those people the benefit of the doubt, and that's not to take away, those people might be great people. And this is what I want everybody to get. Those might be great people, but you got to understand that pain or suffering that they're dealing with is not personal to you. It's personal to them. It's already in them. It's been in them. They can't change that because that's something that started from a young child on up. It started at home. You can't change that. You could tell a person, a man, female, a child, character. You could tell their character, especially when you meet their parents. Their parents will tell it all. Oh, I see why you act like that. I don't even take, somebody ever, I had a few people compliment me before on the type of person that I am. I don't give myself credit for that all the way. I say, you want to thank somebody, you thank my mom. Don't thank me. Because I wouldn't be the person that I am if it wasn't for her. So that pain that others have in their heart to see other people lose and they hate on other people so much and they don't want to see you happy, it started from a child. So you got to dismiss them with love. Okay, I see what's going on. I gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, however many chances you decide to give that person, that's up to you. But I gave you too many chances. And I was disappointed every single time. So your pain, your problems that you have with me is not with me, it's with yourself. I need to kindly, with all due respect, dismiss you from my life, because if I keep on allowing you to do me how you want to do me, I'm going to be left hurt all the time. There ain't going to be no change. It's not going to be no change, y'all. And like I said, man, I just want y'all to understand, man. When y'all start to win in life, when we start to win in life, myself included, and we get to telling people no, more no's than more yeses, understand that it's going to be something that come behind that. That's a fact. If you're brave enough to say that to people higher up, people in control, then you better be brave enough to understand that it's something going to be coming with that. Lies and all. Lies and all. The most ugliest things. And once again, reverting back to Shannon Sharp, that's what's happening to that brother. That's a fact. Let's go back to Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams, they doing that to Wendy Williams because Wendy Williams wouldn't allow that. She didn't allow people to dictate her narrative. She got way too much power. She done told people way too many. She done said way too many no's. People don't like for you to tell them no, especially people of power. What, you telling me no? Okay, give you one more chance. She said no again? Oh, I'm gonna give you another chance. Let's go tell Bob to come try to dictate this. Oh, she said no to you. He said no to you. They try to tear us down, bro. That's what's gonna come. That's what happens when you say no. That's the power of the word no. Saying no got a lot of power and responsibility behind it. Especially those who think they got power or of power, right? That's a fact. And I see this we see this all the time. This happens all the time around the world. All the time. I'm not even going, I just named a few scenarios. You know, I know. This happens all the time, and that's scary. How ugly and mean this world have became. It's a nasty world. Nasty work out here. Nasty work. No love. Everybody hate. It's me. Ain't nothing else. Just me. That's all people care about. Put trust in people, you be disappointed every time. That's why I always say, and this even goes for my kids. And at a certain extent, I don't have no, and I'm going to just touch a little tap on this topic, but I don't have expectations for people, nor do I have expectations for my own children. Do I want to see them win? Of course. But when you put expectation into something, you're going to be let down every time. That's a fact. No matter how hard, how much work you try to put in, you're going to be let down every time. You can't put expectation on nothing now, especially now. Especially now. You're going to be let down every time. Yeah, we want to see individuals win. We want to see individuals in position. And like I said, there's a lot of us that don't. Some of us don't. We want to see our children win. That's a fact. But you can't have expectations on that stuff because you're going to be let down every time. I'm trying to tell you. And that's the see, I can tell, see people, and especially as men, right? We got to stop doing this, bro. We got to stop thinking that our vulnerability is our greatness, weakness in every aspect and scenario of this life, because it's not. Actually, it's really not. It's really not. And this is the problem with a lot of these brothers out here. It's because they can't be vulnerable. They afraid to let they guard down. Because of, if you do, you know, there might be some type of expectation there. And I understand that. But understand what a lot of letdowns come a lot of lessons learned too. So it's like the beauty and the beast of this thing, right? It's crazy. It's like Beauty and the Beast, right? The whole, you know, I ain't gotta go into that, but you know, there's beauty to it, and there's, you know, unfortunately, the ugly to it, right? I like the beauty. I like the lessons to it. I like the ugly and all, bro. I like that to a certain degree. Like, of course, it never feels good to be a letdown. It never feels good for somebody to not want to see you win, or you becoming bigger than the program, or whatever the words they like to use. But that's what a lot of us brothers out here fear, bro. And that's a fact. Like I say, man, when I see my brothers act out of character, a lot of people like to say it's just content. Okay, certain degree is content. You acting like that, so it's content to a certain degree. But you also acting like that because you hurt. See, it take a lot in me, and I never came. That's why I say it. I don't understand how somebody can come on this platform and try to hurt another brother or sister with their words. Don't make no sense to me. Ain't that much clout and money in this world. God don't give it to me. If people don't see my talents, or people don't see the value in me, oh well. The people that look and watch does. So okay, I accept that. That's good enough for me. But I'm never going to come on this platform, ever, and put another brother or sister down. That's a fact. Now, if you don't like what I say because I see you doing something wrong and I feel like you shouldn't be putting that out there, bro, then you just not going to like me. But I understand that what I say is out of love and with respect. It's not to hurt you, and my words may hurt you because I wanted to get to you. But I'm not hurting you to hurt you. I'm hurting you to tell you, wake up. Wake up. Because the narrative that you living is not your narrative. You living by everybody else's narratives and what they want you to do. You living by what everybody see. Everybody want to follow this train, bro. Everybody want to follow this hate train and put brothers and sisters down and all this and that, bro. But there is ways to do something to get your message across without hurting somebody. You know what I mean? Without hurting somebody, or somebody feeling some type of way, but they gotta listen. And unfortunately, and this go for a lot of us adults, we started to develop this low attention span for whatever reason. I don't know how. These kids don't look. Ask my daughter, how often do they use this? pen and paper at school. Majority of their work, they don't even use it. It's all on the computer. That's why their attention spans is low. Everything is digital. I could click this. I ain't got to look in, spell check. I ain't got to try to figure out the right word. I ain't got to really try to figure out nothing because everything is here. So that's why the attention spans are so low, because it got to be spontaneous. It got to be right then and there. Got to be like that. And we developed that with these phones. Yeah. Your grown ass did too. My grown ass did too. That's a fact. Nasty work. So what happens outside of these devices? Our attention spans became low with one another. A lot of us grown ass people don't even know how to hold a full conversation with one another without it becoming awkward. Damn. Damn. You ain't been like that, right? Where you get this from? Why you act like this? Yeah, you develop this new generation shit. Because it was easy. It's at your fingertips. I'm guilty of it myself. As far as the talking shit, I think I'm cool. But a lot of grown ass people can't hold on full on conversations without it becoming awkward because their attention spans is low. They ready to move on to the next thing instead of continuing on talking about the shit you was just talking about. Fuck is you talking about? Right? Crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I say, man, this internet shit is crazy. You know, like I say, I would love to be on this mob and talk to y'all and chop it up and make it make sense financially. God will it. One day I will be able to. I'm not rushing it. I've been doing this for like 5-6 years now, but I developed a love for creating content, podding, and all that. So I'm probably gonna do this forever, and try to, like I said, God will it, this become a thing. Try to make I got different plans and different ideas for other things, but I'm never going, like I said, it's not that deep for me. I know how to go viral for real. It's not that hard. Go on here and talk about somebody. Talk about somebody, say some nasty stuff, you viral, but where's their integrity in that? You lose all respect for yourself when you just for some clicks and views, just to be in a position. And what happens when people tired of watching your ass? What happens when you can't keep obtaining that same image? You start to feel some type of way of the shit you saying. What happens? People don't want to watch you no more. That's what happens. This goes back to what I said in the last live, I believe, where I said, a lot of problems with these brothers and sisters out here is that they create narratives for themselves that they can't hold on to. We gotta stop doing that shit. We gotta stop. We have to stop creating these narratives that we can't hold on to. We come on these platforms and withhold this image, right? We get this image that people think we is and then when we want to get away from that shit, people tell you ain't good enough. Stay where the fuck you was just at. You not about to move from right here. This is how we look. No. I watch you because of this. So this is why you successful because of this. Or you got success off of tearing people down, so you gonna keep doing this. And what happens when that stuff start to hurt, put a strain on your soul? What happens when that stuff starts to happen? You can't get away from that narrative that you created because now everybody expect you to be that person, that thing. And see, No Jumper, Adam 22 said the same thing. That's what happened with Sharp. I like Adam 22 because, first of all, what he did for the culture, I don't care what nobody say. Second of all, I don't agree with everything he say at all. But I like Adam 22 because he low-key be telling people what it is in front of their faces. It's just a lot of them just refuse to believe it and understand it. Like he told Sharp, oh, I tried to do this so you can keep yelling at females, keep dissing females, keep people like that, keep doing that, keep doing that. And Sharp was like, nah, that was doing something to him. Because you got to understand, somebody like Sharp that lived that lifestyle that Sharp lived once upon a time, something was in him that wanted him to get away from that. He did everything he needed to do. But guess what? If you work for somebody else or you and they stuff, they want you to continue on doing what's going to make sense to them and what's been making sense. And that's what happens. And like I said, Adam 22 basically told him, bro, this is why you blew up. So Sharp, with his integrity and respect, he dipped. And hey, I got to respect that. I'm not doing that. He obviously don't want to do that. He obviously want to get away from that. Right? And look, he doing great. I think his interview is great, personally, when he ain't yelling at people. But this is what happens when you create this image, this narrative about yourself. We have to be careful on the narratives that we create for ourselves. If we can't keep hold of those narratives, then you probably want to get away from that. Because everything that seems like it's good, we all know it ain't good necessarily, right? It's common sense. A lot of these things in this life, man, it's common sense. A lot of this stuff in our lives, like I said before, a lot of answers that we need to, everything we have that in our hands, we already know these things. It's just that we refuse to believe them or accept them. That's a fact. That's a fact. You know. That's a fact. I'm just saying, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all like this, you know what I mean? The content, y'all like what's going on. Y'all make sure y'all share, let everybody know what I'm doing over here. I go by the name of SosoDerrick, SosoDerrick. More Lyric is my artist name. I've been working on some music. Y'all make sure y'all go check out my page. It's spelled how it sounds, except for the lyric part. It's MOORE space lyric, LYRIQ. Go check my page, y'all. Let me know what y'all think on that. Go run the views up on the music real quick for me. I do R&B, hip hop. I'm gonna do some rock. I'm gonna do all. That's just fun to me. I just like doing it, be honest with y'all. All this is fun to me. It's just like a therapeutic thing to me. It's not, I mean, like I said, if it becomes something, then it becomes something. But I'm not gonna, try to make that a thing. Like, I'm gonna let God, put the work in. And if God says so, that's what it's gonna be. I want God, whatever God wants for me, I want it for me. So that's what I'm at with this thing called life at this point in my life. And I want us all to be there. If you're not there, I'm here with you. You know what I mean? It's a journey. This thing called life is a journey. That's why I created this platform. It's just a family thing. I look at y'all as family. Like I say, if I'm not on here, it's a mental thing. It's not no mental thing like that. But sometimes you got to get away from these devices, bro. These devices is toxic. People come on here, do whatever. It's like, bro, I ain't grow up like this, bro. I mean, I'm a 91 baby. I ain't that old. You know what I mean? But it's still like, it's other things to do to this thing called, in this thing called life other than, doing what's been done lately. But before I go, I'm gonna play some music. Now look, man, let me know in the comment section if y'all like this, y'all feeling the vibes. I'm gonna play some music that I dropped. Actually, you know what? I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. But make sure y'all go check out my artist page. Like I said, I go by my artist page is More Lyric. What's going down? What's going down? My artist page is More Lyric. That's MOORE space Lyric. LYRIQ instead of Y. I mean instead of C. So y'all make sure y'all go check this out. I'm about to play this song I dropped. It's called Twister. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, man. Just a smooth vibe, you know what I mean? Called Twister.
The way I feel when I'm dealing with you, it's nothing like this feeling. Whipping me around, got me stuck in the loop. Baby, you got my head spinning. Every word, every touch, unpredictable. 1 minute love, then you're cold and so cynical. I should've known better, girl, but here I go once again, caught in your storm. Can't tell me no.
You know what I mean? Just a smooth little vibe. And I did the editing, you know, engineering on this myself. Not that good.
You hit me up when the nights get cold. Only want me when your pride's on the hold. You say I'm the one thing you manage once again. Tornado love, girl.
Appreciate it.
Where does it end? Try to hold on, but you don't stay still. One moment high and the next overkill. I guess I cracked the thrill was this fight overkill. Why do I keep coming back? Knowing I'm the fifth for the cracks. You don't love me, you love control, that's a fact. But I can't leave, you got my soul in a trap. Every time I think I'm free, you got me twisted up so emotionally. And I can't let this happen every time. Like this pain, just another high. Damn.
I like that little part. That's it. That was a cool little part. I can't let this happen every time. Like this pain, just another high. Damn. It be like that sometimes. Crazy work. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a vibe. Just a little cool. I try not to do too much. I'm trying to, keep it cool. Like I said, I don't do too much when I'm doing my own music because, one, I'm not the best engineer. I'm not at all. You know what I mean? So I don't want to put too much vocal on it. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't want to put too much. You know what I mean? Because I'm not I can hit notes. I can go high. I can go low, whatever. But when I'm doing my own stuff, it's like, well, I'm gonna just create a vibe. Hopefully they rock with it. You know what I mean? So that's what I'll be doing. If I do too much, I probably will make it sound crazy. Appreciate it. Yeah, I just be creating vibes. That's all it is. Like I said, I don't be knowing what I'm doing as far as on the engineer side, but you put me in a room with an engineer, some writers, I can work with people, I write my own stuff. We gonna get it done. Appreciate the sub, appreciate it. Listen, go follow my music page. I'm also gonna be dropping some music, more music on it. Like I said, my artist name is More Lyric. I try to separate this from this podding. So my artist name is More Lyric. That's MOORE space Lyric, LYRIQ. Y'all go subscribe to that channel. Yeah, like I said, it's just fun to me. Just a vibe, creating vibes. I'm gonna play one more song, and then I'm gonna get out y'all way. I'm gonna play one more song, then I'm gonna get out y'all way. Listen, appreciate y'all from tapping in with me, showing me love. Look, I know, you took the time out your day to see what I was talking about. So I know that, people, time is precious, man. So I appreciate that for sure. I appreciate it for sure. Listen, I'm gonna play one of my favorite up and coming artists, and then I'm gonna get out of here. One of my favorite. Now, this is sister. This one of them. She do like R&B thing, kind of like alternative vibes or whatever like that. Ashley, should I play it? Cause I don't want to get copy striked. I don't know. I'm gonna play it anyways. I think I'm gonna play it anyway. But listen, y'all go check this sister out. She go by the name of New York, LA. That's New York, LA. That's Gilly, daughter. You know, Gilly from the $1 Million Worth of Game, Gilly and Wallow. Super, super dope artist. She like super dope. Y'all go subscribe to her, go check out her, go comment on her page and let her know that SosoDerrick sent you. And yeah, y'all go share that, share her music, run her up. She deserve it. She a dope artist. Her music sound crazy. She sound crazy. Her voice, she sound like that in real life. That's all I'm gonna say. And there's a lot of people that don't sound like what they sound like in real life. So we're gonna play this. I don't care about no copyright, strike or whatever. Copyright it, whatever. New York, LA. The name of the song is Plastic Cup. Survive.
Plastic cup, baby. What type of time you on, baby? Check out your temperature, baby. We're both better on. Some conversations don't make no sense. Take a couple hits and I'm back and forth again with you. Where does this lead? You're waiting for devotion.
Video cold too.
I need that shit too. We both been jumping to conclusions. Are we ready for the truth? I thought they wanna keep quiet. I wish I could just read my mind. It's hard for us to open up. Plastic cup, baby. What type of time you on, baby? Check your temperature, baby. We're both better on. Sober conversations don't make no sense. Take a couple hits and I'm back and forth again with you. Where does this lead? Girl, you out and you the flag. I get too fucked up and lose my common sense. Said I'll be on me, I know I can't win. If you gon' waste my time again, I guess say I'm just gonna hit.
Y'all can't tell me this ain't cold. Stop playing with her. She needs that bag. That's a fact. Rock with this, right? Go check out her page. She got some cold music. That's a fact.
Check your temperature, baby.
You know, vocal. She sound like that for real.
Some conversations don't make no sense. Take a couple hits and I'm back and forth again with you. Where does this lead?
I ain't gonna lie, I played this like 100 times. When I seen her perform this song on Shannon Sharp, pressure. Pressure, right? I'm trying to tell you. Pressure, that's New York, LA. She spelled New York with the 3. So it's N, the number 3, WYRKLA. So go check it out. It's called Plastic Cup. Sister is very, very dope. Listen, I'm about to go. You know what I mean? Hold on. Yeah, I'm about to go. But listen, before I go, I like to say this all the time. I don't care what platform I'm on. I'm going to tell y'all all the time because we need to hear this. That's a fact. We need to hear this more often than not. If nobody told y'all today, I want to be the first one to tell y'all is that I love y'all, and I mean that. For real. Stay blessed. Appreciate you from subscribing to the channel. Much love.